AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Hi.
I did not need an hour and 40 minutes of this.
Okay, wait. Hear me out. I know I said that if it was an hour and 40 minutes of fluff, I was gonna call it. I was gonna say the thing. However, it was like a masterclass in fluff. Like, it was really good.
I did not need an hour and 40 minutes of this. I stand by that. There were parts that I did like and that were interesting. There was stuff here. It wasn't it wasn't completely you know what. And like even a series as a whole, it still wasn't you know what. But
yeah.
I feel like they went so big in episode 12 that episode 13 and 14 couldn't like they did that too soon.
It.
Yeah, they need to spread that out a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, but like I stand by it. I did not need an hour and 40 minutes of this. And if I did, I feel like they should have cut a lot of the Sharon and cut-in scenes and give them to the other people. Because I felt like a lot of that was more interesting to me, personally.
I will say that there were some like outstanding parts that I did see. That's true. It could have been condensed. I do agree on that. And there were two very specific parts that I feel like if we had maybe instead of a 14 episode show, if we had like even longer, like a 18 to 20 episode show, then I feel like could have been built on and actually have made sense.
Right.
And I will talk about those two parts when we get to it. But I feel like it could have been condensed and it also could have been extended, like to episode wise. Like it needed to be one or the other.
Yes.
We didn't need the.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
But how was your week this week? Before we get into the details of this.
Before we get into the details, how was my week? I worked at 4 a.m. on
That's
one of
fun.
the days I went in. It was Jesus. It was inventory. We were doing inventory, so I worked an 8-hour shift the day before that, and then I worked the 8-hour 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. shift, and then I worked a 5-hour shift the next day, and then I worked another 8-hour shift the day after that. So I'm very like I took a muscle relaxer the second I got home on my last day of work, and I was just like, I'm just gonna lay here and not do anything. There was a new season of Fortnite dropped. It's a bug invasion season.
Yeah, you mentioned that last time.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. It's fun. It's just the problem is like the first couple days of a new season is always really like in Fortnite terms sweaty. Like there's a lot of like really good players in the game who are like checking out the new season before they go off and do their own other shit, like in Fortnite Reload, which is a more competitive version of Fortnite. So I keep dying, and I'm like, guys, can you fuck off? Like, let us enjoy the funny little battle royale game. You guys go do your own thing. Yes, it's a new season, I get it, but go away. So I haven't won yet, which is really fucking annoying. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of bugs. Like, the bugs are giving, like, Wreck-It Ralph. Like, I can deal with that. Like, the side bugs. And so I can vibe. That's always fun. What else has happened this week? I don't know. This didn't happen this week, but I left it downstairs for a good, like, 2 weeks, and I forgot to, like, actually show it. My plate's done.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
No, yeah, you showed me. Yeah, you sent me the picture of that.
I probably sent you the picture, yeah, but my plate's done. I thought I'd mention that on the thing. Woohoo. And I also got this stuffed state. It was like talked about on the 50 States thing with Ryan and Haley. And they were one of the groups that donated. So I got California. Isn't that cute? That's my little California. I don't know what else happened this week. The Power Rangers are in Fortnite now. That's a new thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's fun. I
did not realize you were a Power Ranger.
No, you can get a Power. Like it's a skin. It's They're in Fortnite now, so you can get all the
No,
Power
I mean, I didn't
Rangers.
realize you were a Power Ranger fan.
I didn't ever watch the show. Here's the thing. I didn't ever watch the show. I think I was gonna, and then I just didn't. But I did watch the, what was it, 2017 movie? I can't remember what year it came out. I watched,
Oh, right,
yeah.
yeah.
And I fucking love that movie. Like, I will watch that over and over again and never get tired of it. So, like, it was getting me into the Power Rangers, like, lore, but I didn't fully immerse myself. But I fucking love Power Rangers because of that movie. So, when they were dropping the Power, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So I got the whole ass bundle. I spent all of the money on that. So, other than that, I think nothing else has really happened. Not that I remember. In Hollyoaks news, the serial killer has killed again. And it was a character that's been on there for a while. And his daughter, she has apparently recently discovered that he is the murderer. He is the serial killer of the town. She like dug up about it and she was like crying and was like, give her the Oscar. I was like, oh my god. She's like, my father's a horrible person. Like, awesome. So hopefully that'll unravel soon. We'll see. And I think that's about it. So how was your week?
Not much during the week. So this was tax-free weekend in Massachusetts. So I bought a new computer.
Yeah.
I haven't set up this on my old one because I haven't set it up yet. I bought a monitor.
Let's go.
So I can do stuff there when I like play games and stuff. I also bought a new desk, which is not here yet. It's longer, so I can hopefully keep like everything on it because my desk is already like crowded. It's like 24 inches long, and it's like stuffed with everything.
Jeez.
And I got like a 72-inch one, so it's like a lot longer and more space, and I can hopefully keep everything set up nicely. So when that comes, I'll take a picture and post it on my community tab and just be like, hey, look, new setup. I bought a lot of stuff for my like recording stuff, mainly because I'm hoping that when tax season comes around, all these will be deducted and I will not have to owe again because I always end up owing. So I'm So my mom's like, no, you didn't buy more stuff, and then you might not owe or owe as much. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I fucking went to town. I told her, and she's like, you bought another thing? I'm like, yeah, I wanted to get this stuff so I don't have like pay. And she's like, okay. So I did a lot of that. Yeah, that's about it. But anyway, the next Prince.
Yeah.
The finale. We start off with the fencing tournament beginning.
This was exciting. This was actually very exciting. I like this. I didn't realize how exciting fencing was, like, until I watched the show. I've mentioned that before with the first episode, but this is really exciting.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I liked it, except for the fact I knew what was going to happen. Like, because we knew Kanin was going to win. I've said that since day one, that he's going to win in the end. It's going to be these two.
Yeah, but what's interesting is, like, what interesting is not the fact that we knew who was going to win. What's interesting is the fact that, like, the personalities and the opinions and the feelings of people in the tournament kind of like evolved through each episode to get to where they are now. And we saw everyone's like remembering Kanin and everything like that. We even saw Ramil like remember having a memory of like Kanin.
No, that wasn't them remembering Kanin. That was Kanin remembering him meeting them.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's right in the end before he's about to hit the final strike. It's like if he flashes back to everyone he's met since he came here.
Yeah, but you see everyone else first before you see the memory. It's not him going back to each moment. It's them going back to each moment.
No, no, it's Kanin going back to each moment.
No.
I thought it was Kanin going back to each. I don't know if
I swear it's them thinking about Kanin, and as they watch him.
I think it. I don't. I think honestly, I think it's kind of like an interpretation thing because like it's not like specified at all. So and I took it as Kanin's remembering everyone he's met along this journey since he came here, and because he's the main character, so he gets that memory stuff. He gets to like all these people shaped who he is now, and this is like kind of like who he is and him fighting and like what he's learned and who he's doing it for. He's trying to do this for everyone here, really. That's how I took it.
I took it as each person, like, as they're watching Kanin, remembering back to the first moment they met him. And each one kind of had the theme. I think, aside from Ramil's, I have to really think on that. But each one kind of had the theme of like, hey, this guy would be a pretty good leader. Like, this guy was different when he showed up. He was like, because he was far away, he was kind of a good leader coming in kind of thing. And he would be good if he won this tournament kind of thing. That's what I thought about it. And I think that's why I thought in that moment that Ramil, like, thought that. And, like, we just saw everybody's opinions change. And we didn't see Ramil, you know, be mean afterwards, or, like, he was actually, like, really cordial. He was like, cheers, thanks. So, like, I don't know. I thought I saw everybody else thinking about, like, how Kanin has changed them and the country as a whole.
See, I thought it was the other way around.
Interesting.
I don't know. Again, I think it's one of those, like, interpretation things. Like, regardless, it still led to the same thing, really. Of, like... Yeah. One thing I did think that was really interesting was the fact that Ramil started off winning. Like, he started off strong.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, oh, wow, I did not expect that.
I didn't even think it was him at first, because he it was the first point, and I was like, Kanin? And then, like,
yeah, it was hard to tell who was who with the mask and stuff. But I'm like, okay, well, this guy's taller. At first,
I was like, no, this will be easy because Ramil's on the right and Kanin's on the left. And then they, like, switched cameras so it was facing the other way towards the audience, and I went. I was like, what's
I was like, wait,
who's who? And so, like, it took me a second. And I was like, okay, I think I figured it out. If the flags are in the background, Ramil's on the left. If the pillars are in the background, Ramil's on the right.
Yeah.
But I figured it out eventually.
But then Kanin thinks back to what Sharon said about just breathing, and then he starts getting some more points. And then Papa Slytherin requests a timeout.
Hell no. I thought, honestly, at first, I thought he was gonna fucking leave. I thought he was gonna just be like, well, useless, and just fucking leave. I was like, I'm about to kill you.
No. I knew it wasn't gonna go there. You know him, he's too power hungry to do that.
Yeah, it was for a second, I thought, and then he turned to his friend and said, I want to see Ramil right now, and I went, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And so we cut back to their little green room, or red room, I guess it was red, but whichever backstage room, and he slaps him.
Yep.
And Ramil says, like, I'm doing my best, and he slaps him again. And he's like, is this the best you can do? Because if you lose, you know what's coming. Like, our family will fall, all because of you.
I wonder if it's at this point where he's like, no, you fuck. Yeah, like in his brain, like, where he, like, it's like, I'm not the one who's gonna be, like, you know, in trouble here. It's gonna be, you're never gonna be king if I don't win, but I have a chance to be king if I feel like it next time, if I have an heir, and they fight for me. Like, it's you who's fucked. Like, that was my first thought when I heard that.
Yeah, well, after this, he does say, like, well, if that's all, I'll leave, and I'll go back to the competition.
I love that. He was like, if that's all, bye-bye. Like, he does not give a shit anymore. He's so it's just the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's finally starting to click for him, where he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's just a cycle. And
then we see him, like, you know, back not on the field, but, like, in the wings, I guess, wherever. And he sees Peitai.
Nah, because this episode, like, actually injured me multiple times. This was a violent episode for me, because this was the first moment, right? He looked up, and I just saw people leaving and going somewhere, and I was like, and then the second the door opened and I saw Peitai, I gasped so hard I started coughing uncontrollably. I was like, I need to pause and get some water. And they were like, I think it was, like, another one where Charan, like, is in bed next to him when, like you didn't expect to be when he showed up, that one in London. Yeah. Like, it was like I looked away for half a second because I thought I heard something downstairs. I looked back, and this bitch is laying in bed next to him. And I, like, jumped so hard I pulled a muscle. Okay? And then don't even get me started on say please, because I gasped again.
Just wait for... Oh, we will get into that.
This was a violent episode for me. It injured me multiple times.
Wow, okay, then. So then we're back on the competition, and Ramil starts getting some more points. But then we see he falls. And Kanin helps him up.
This is a good moment. I like this moment.
Yeah, I did like this moment. This was a nice moment where Ramil, like, accepts his help, and
it really shows how different the children are from the parents. Yeah. Like, you really see that whole, like, hey, we're in this together kind of mentality. It's like, we're not here to hurt each other. We're here because, like, it's our duty to be, but we're not here we don't want to hurt each other.
Right. And then this is where we get the flashbacks, whether it's kind of thinking about everyone he's met or everyone he's met thinking about him, whichever you interpret it as. right before he scores the winning point and wins. And Kanin and Ramil shake hands as Kanin is crowned victorious.
This was a good match. I liked it. Like, I didn't think fencing was that interesting until I saw it.
It was fun to watch. I like the whole yeah, it was fun.
Like that fucking this bitch leaped in the air when he got the I think when he got the first point back.
Yeah.
When Kanin did, he jumped. He was like, oh, he wasn't expecting him to fucking hop and just whack him on the head like that. Like that's crazy. Did a little hop, skip, and a jump.
So then afterwards we have Ramil. He sees Peitai. Peitai is still standing in the doorway. He's still there. And it seems like Ramil's about to go over to him, but then Papa Slytherin's bodyguard comes in and he's like, hey, Your Majesty wants to talk to you. And he goes with him. Now, at first I was upset about this, but seeing what happens here, I was actually like, this needed to be done. He made the right choice.
At first I was like, no, it's your moment. No, it's your moment. Don't go, don't go, don't go. But if it was his moment, I think back on it, his father needed to be here to see him leave and go with Peitai.
Yeah, no, he needed to tell him off and then leave.
Exactly.
And this is what
there needs to be some sort of impact against the father, and he needs to be there for that. So this was a good choice.
Yes. So we cut back, and he is slapping him again. Nothing new.
Honestly, it made me go oh, is that it? This is what's gonna happen if what the fuck are you at? It's just you slapping me over and over. I'm used to this by now.
Yeah. Well, he says and he says oh, you're a disgrace. How dare you look at me like that? And Ramil says you can slap me all you want. I'm not gonna stop you, but just know it won't change anything.
Yeah, you're still fucked.
Yeah. Kanin won, I lost. You're not king. You won't be king. That's it.
Sucks to suck, bitch.
You can't change what happened, no matter how many times you slap me.
I love it. I love it. This is great.
Yeah. And he keeps slapping him. Even as he says this, he still slaps him a few more times.
Yeah.
Saying oh, watch your mouth, don't disrespect me, all that stuff. We see he's actually bleeding on his eyebrow, one of the slaps.
Yeah, got rings on, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it makes it a more powerful slap, I guess. And then Papa Slytherin, he's like, who do you think you are talking to me like that? And he says, I'm your son.
You're not really treating me like it.
No, yeah. And he says, all this time I tried to be a good son for you. I tried to do what was right. Be a good son, be a good prince, and try to be a good man to the one he loved. But you took everything from me. And his dad's like, have you gone crazy? And he's like, yeah, because I lost everything.
Yeah, I got nothing left, bro. I got nothing left to lose.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And he says, he says he has nothing. And he starts, crying at this point. And his dad says, oh, I'm the one who gave you everything.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and he's like, what?
All you did was provide semen.
Yeah. And he says, oh, you didn't, because when I fell, did you ever care if I was okay?
Literally. And so I was like, bro, he's he could be, he's like, oh, you were fine. It's you don't fucking know that.
Yeah, his dad's like, oh, it was nothing serious. It was fine. And his dad's like, oh, what, did you expect me to, baby you or something? And it's no, he just wants, show you care in some way.
It's not babying to show care.
Yeah.
To your child.
Even just asking, are you okay? You don't want to go help him and, carrying him in your arms, but, just be like, hey, are you good? Can you get back up?
Yeah. That's insane. This man. I do want to say, though, I am glad we didn't get a redemption for him.
We will talk more about that later, because honestly, the Ramil and Peitai and Papa Slytherin stuff was, the most interesting thing in this episode.
Okay.
For me, at least, this was the most interesting stuff, because it was actually, because I didn't know what was going to happen here. I had no idea where this was going to go.
That's true, yeah.
And it was the only interesting, non-predictable thing that I could think of from this episode.
I do agree that I had no idea where it was going either. And I was sitting there going, is he going to do this? What's he going to do? Is he going to talk? Oh, maybe not. Oh. Yeah. But I was it's actually kind of intriguing.
And then Ramil kind of says, you know what? Forget it. We may still be father and son by, name, but from this point onward, I will no longer serve under your command.
Period. You tell me what to do, I say no.
And he walks away, and his dad says, you're not allowed to leave, get back here, and he still walks away. It's the first time he disobeyed his father.
Exactly, and you could see it on his father's face. Like, it's not. Part of him is like, shit. Have I done something? I'm like, bro. Like,
he realized he lost his power.
yeah. It's like, what do I have then, bro?
Yeah, he has nothing now.
You could have had your son, but you were a dick, so fuck you.
Yeah. So then we get a flashback to Kanin visiting the king in the hospital. And he's like, oh, my father said that you want to apologize. And he says, yes, I did. And he's like, okay, I forgive you.
Okay, this is where I want to talk about my second thing.
Okay, go ahead, because I have something to say about this too.
Yeah, this is my second thing. We basically, in this scene, see the, forgiveness, and then we flash back forward and the king dies. That's the thing. He sees his bloodline gets to continue, and then croaks. And I was like, see, this would have meant more, and would have been more interesting if this is where I wish the show had a continuation of episodes. More in the 1820 to 24 kind of range. Because then, maybe there would have been some space to kind of spread out some sort of redemption for the king. All we saw for the king was him being a manipulative bastard for, like, I want to say 11 to 12 episodes, and then he was in the hospital for one in the last couple of them, and then he was like, I'm sorry, like, he 180'd, like out of nowhere, and I was like, I mean, part of me thinks it's because he's like, woohoo, my bloodline's continuing, so I don't need to do shit anymore, but he didn't know that before, so I'm like, why 180 like that? And I'm like, if we had a lot more episodes to maybe redeem his character and show his character growth, I would have been more inclined to be, oh, the king's dead, or like, oh, this is believable. But it was just a quick 180 from manipulative bastard to, like, forgiveness-seeking grandfather. Like, I wasn't connected at all to him dying at all.
See, I thought about this a different way.
Okay.
I don't think he should have got redemption, period. Like, even if we got excellent episodes, I don't think he should have got a redemption arc at all. And it was in this moment when Kanin said, I forgive you, grandfather, when I realized, and I hate to say this because I hate this kind of trope and character, but Kanin is a Mary Sue.
Oh, don't say that. Oh,
no. Like, if you look back, he is, and I hate that. Or Gary Stu, or whatever the fucking male equivalent is. But, like, he is,
Gary
like, it was in this moment when I was like, he is. Like, think back to this entire show. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He has done nothing wrong. He has never wavered in any way, shape, or form. If you look at, if there's a character growth chart for this show, he is a straight line the entire way through. There is no up or down. It's the entire way. And he's just fully good, which is a good in, like, real life stuff, fine. But, like, in a show, it's so incredibly boring to watch. And I was so hoping, even if he was like, no, I don't forgive you, grandfather, because now, thanks to you, me and my father have to clean up the shit you caused. Like, I would have loved something like that, and that would have I've been different. But he didn't. He forgave him because he's a fucking Mary Sue. And I did not need an hour 40 minutes of this. I'll be honest.
You're right. Like, I will say, the second you said straight line, I was like, fuck. Yeah, you are right. Like, there was no growth. There was no dip. There was no... yes, he did have to change to, like, be royal, but, like, it wasn't much, and it was more just, like, I feel like he adapted to it within, like, 2 or 3 episodes, so there wasn't really much.
And it was, even though he's changed from, like, oh, normal boy to, like, royal prince, he still stayed the same as, like, oh, I'm still a good person. It wasn't, he never let the power corrupt him, which would have been an interesting storyline. He never fled and abandoned everyone, which would have been an interesting storyline. He never did anything that was, like, he was always still just this, like, good golden child, and it bothered me.
Golden horse child.
Golden horse child. He is, and it's annoying because I hate those kind of characters. And, like, if he didn't forgive his grandfather, I wouldn't have said that, because that still would have been like him, like, like, finally doing something that of, like, think, like, even when he stood up to his grandfather, he still was, like, standing up for the right reasons. Like, Kanin's character as a whole really bothered me after this moment, and looking back on it, it really annoys me now that I think about it.
Fair. Also, like, that matches with your personality as well, because you tend to like the morally gray characters because they have, like, interesting storylines and character growth and things like that. But, and I didn't notice it as much with Kanin, but I do see your point where he didn't have much growth or dip.
Yeah.
I will agree with that, but it didn't take away anything for me in the finale. It was more about the king for me and why he didn't have more time for growth or dip, I guess.
Yeah.
Further dip.
Sure.
What was I gonna... I was gonna say something about all this, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. Shit. I had a thought while you were saying all this, and it left my brain. No!
Like I was talking about kind of being Mary Sue. He had no growth with a straight line.
Yep.
Had he just forgiven, he had just like told his grandfather off on his like deathbed, that would have been something better. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
There you go. It reminds me of a really good, like, not parallel, but like opposite scene to that. You haven't seen Bridgerton, right? Would you ever watch Bridgerton?
Probably not.
Okay, I'll mention this then. Turn it off for the next, like, 2 minutes if you don't want spoilers. But in season 1, there's the male lead, the Duke of Hastings. He has this thing where he doesn't want to get married at all, and he doesn't want to have children. And so he enters this whole fake dating thing with this one girl who doesn't want to get married at the moment either. And that's their whole, fake dating to lovers thing. However, you find out the reason he doesn't want to get married is because his father, his whole thing was, I want our bloodline to continue. And he was always bullying his son. He was always like, you're a fucking idiot because you have a stutter. He was horrible to him. And so, because he was so cruel, once his son grew up, he came to his father's deathbed. And he, like his father's dying, like, he's like, oh, my son, you actually, like, look decent. And you look like you could continue our bloodline. Oh, fucking finally. I don't have an idiot for a son. And so he walks up to him and he goes right into his face and he says, I will never marry and I will never bear children. Die with that thought, you fucking asshole. And, like, it was one of the, like, most epic moments of the show. And it's a very clear, like, opposite to this moment right here. Like, if Cunningham did that,
been interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and so I do see why
and deserved too. It's not like the grandfather didn't deserve it. Like, and like I said, he could have been like, "Oh no, I don't forgive you because now me and my father have to clean up your mess."
Yeah.
Like, it worked so well. Like, yeah, that annoys me a lot.
Seeing the opposite in Bridgerton and, like, thinking about both of them at the same time, I do see why that would be more interesting, and I see why you didn't like this one.
Yeah,
I agree with you there.
Another juxtaposition we'll talk about in a sec is at the king's funeral, everyone puts flowers down, and then everyone starts walking away. And Papa Slytherin calls out to Ramil. He stops and looks at him, and then just keeps walking.
Fucking bye!
And this really pointed out the whole, like, the difference between Kanin and Ramil, and because Kanin forgave his grandfather when he definitely shouldn't have, and Ramil did not forgive his father because he shouldn't have.
Because he shouldn't have, yeah.
And it, like, I wish, like, and that just further the point where it's like, if Ramil cannot forgive his father, then Kanin should not be able to forgive his grandfather. Like, even, like, Kanin's father shouldn't forgive the grandfather either, honestly. Like,
yeah, honestly, I agree.
Keeping your son a secret for 22-something years.
When he was talking to Kanin's, like, pseudo-dad as well, he knew as well. He was like, my father is doing some bad shit. Like, so let's...
And he still forget, like the whole Gordon Horse clan are just, like, a bunch of, like, fucking...
I think it's the whole, like...
All of them. Everyone in that fucking clan is a Mary Sue.
They're all like, oh, he's on his deathbed. We should...
All of them. Straight lines through and through. That's all they are.
This scene was really interesting, though, and I will talk about the Ramil and Papa Slytherin stuff, but also I do want to mention, it was a really cool, like, movement. I guess, like, I don't want to say stage choreography, I don't even know, but, like, the way it was, like, the three fathers went up, and then they kind of, like, traded.
And then it was the heirs /
That was cool. I like how they walk between them like that. I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. But, what was interesting to me is, like, with the Ramil storyline, there's, like, this little bit of, like, unknown that's still in your brain, because as we were watching it, because Ramil says nothing to his father and walks away, and we just see his father standing there next to the king's grave, it made me think, like, I wonder what his father's thinking right now. And we're never gonna know, which is honestly kind of cool. Like, it makes you draw your own conclusions.
Yeah, my conclusion, if we're drawing one, is Papa Slytherin realized he lost everything. He lost the throne when Ramil lost, and he lost his son.
I agree. I was like, it made it like him standing next to like the dead king's grave. It was so interesting because him like he like looked and then walked away. I was like, bro, he's wondering right now. It's like when I die like that, is no anyone gonna fucking be here? Like literally,
no one's gonna be here for me.
That it makes you come up with your own conclusions on what he's thinking, and I really like that. I like that they did that.
I did too. Then, Cunning's father gets pronounced as king of Emily.
I was still waiting for this bitch to be evil. I really was. I wanted it so bad. And I do want to point out that, like, while I liked a lot of parts of this episode, I'm still really annoyed that Wasin is the one that killed their mother.
That's so dumb.
It's so boring. It's so fucking boring.
Hey, that's the thing. If they were gonna do that, they should have showed it.
They should have
showed it. We did not see anything that it was him.
By the laws of storytelling, by filming and showing, this made no sense.
Yeah, that whole thing really pissed me. I was still waiting. I was like, oh, he wants Cunning to leave because then when he does, he can corrupt Emily. I kept saying that over and over again, and I'm just like, I'm waiting. I'm like, no, nothing.
I was saying the same shit. I was like, is he making him leave because of that? But I'm like, I mean, there's news in other countries. He'll look up the news on Emily. I'm not fucking not. I'm like, oh, I really wanted it to be a thing.
Then we have Cunning on the news, and he's like, oh. I'm like, what's the plan now, Your Royal Highness? And he had the script in front of him, but he kind of puts it aside. And he's like, I'm just gonna do what, like, His Majesty wants. Like, I'm gonna work as I need to, and we're still searching for what we're gonna do. Like, we don't have a set answer or plan just now, but we're working on it. And Chakra's like, should you say that? And he's like, yeah, I don't want to lie.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know what you're gonna do, you don't want to lie to the people and say you know what you're gonna do, because what if you then don't know what you're gonna do after a few months? Then you're technically been lying and not living up to the people's expectations. Just tell the truth, be yourself.
Yeah. Then we get the dance.
No, because like this was the most romantic shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't give a fuck. This was my favorite scene in the whole show. No lie.
I did not need an hour and 40 minutes of this, and this scene could have been cut in half.
No, fuck it. I love this scene. I love the scene for all it. I will defend it to my last dying breath. Other things could have been cut, and I agree. Like, honestly, the whole date could have been cut. Like, most of the date could have been cut.
It felt so long, though, was it? I'm just like, wrap it up.
I'm a romantic bitch, so it was not long for me. I was sitting there like, oh my god, why is... I was sitting there like, why has this not happened to me yet? Can I please be a secret princess and not know it and then fall in love with my royal guard, please? Because this is fucking insane. This is beautiful. It reminded me so much of the So Close dance from Enchanted. Have you ever seen Enchanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of that dance. The So Close. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like literally... and then they like, everyone disappeared from around them, and then they reappeared, and then they disappeared. I was like, this is... I love it. Favorite scene in the whole show. I don't give a fuck. The direction was perfect.
I think it could have been cut down. I like that with a juxtaposition to the other dance scene in the earlier episode, but at the very least, show other people dancing. Like we get a brief cut to Ramil just standing there alone, and that's it, and we don't get anyone else.
Ava was dancing with someone. I don't know who, but
yeah, some random guy. Like that's not like, and we never really get a close up on her.
Some random guy, might I add. I don't think she's a lesbian, and that's stressing me out. I think we built it up.
I don't know. Mira wasn't in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know. I think I built it up for nothing.
No, you did. I swear you didn't. I think
I did. I think they queer baited me.
I know. I just think that we just got...
We've been queer.
They just had so much Cunning and Sharon to shove in that, the lesbians got pushed to the side.
I've been queer baited.
Had this scene been cut in half, maybe we would have got a little something. Who knows?
Hey, leave this scene alone. Cut other shit. Leave this scene alone. It's perfect.
Anyway, they're on the balcony. the not so evil balcony, but we thought was an evil balcony. Because even here, he still says it. He's like, oh, you know what? Like I won't dictate your path anymore. If you want to go, go. Be free. Like, he pretty much says that. I'm like, he's trying to get him to leave, but he's not.
Yeah. No, he's not. I'm just like, oh yeah. After this, I was like, shit. I think he's nice,
Yeah.
which is like good, but like also like I wanted there to be a twist, bro. I wanted there. I mean, I know we got a hell of a twist in episode 12, and we shouldn't be asking for more, but we should. We are asking
because
for...
it's like the finale. Like,
yeah.
like,
I wouldn't be asking for more if the rest of it made sense.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
Anyway, then we get my favorite scene of the series.
Yeah, I figured it would be. And honestly, it was very good. Give him all the awards.
Yes. So we have Peitai on the beach, looking into the ocean. And Ramil comes over. He finds him, and he's like, well, how did you find me? And he says, I saw your painting.
He's actually looking at his...
That was really sweet. It wasn't he tracked him down. He didn't stalk. He literally, he remembers his painting from that one episode, that brief moment he was there and saw it.
Oh my
God. He remembered it. And he knew he'd be here.
Ah!
And then at the same time, they both out there and they're like, oh, how are you doing? What's going on? Like, you know, they both checking on each other, which, if you go back, is a continuous thing with them.
Yeah, because it's not like Peitai like hates him. It's that like he didn't want to like be humiliated anymore. He still cares about him. So they're both gonna just always check in with each other and just make sure the other's okay at the very least.
Yeah, but that's always been a thing with them. Like, even in episode 12, when, like, you know, they're getting bombed out or whatever, when Peitai shows up with Ramil, Peitai's like, oh, your Royal Highness, are you okay? Ramil doesn't answer and just asks, are you okay? Like, how are you? Like, if you go, that is a constant thing between them, is just checking how the other is feeling, which goes back to their BDSM relationship of constantly checking in on each other.
Green flags, green fucking flags.
I've been saying this. They are the most interesting couple in this show because they actually had like, I am so glad I was Peitai Ramil since the start because
I had to grow with it, but I like that I had to grow with it. I like that it took me a second.
It was interesting to watch you because I was like here from day one, and it makes the show as a whole a lot more satisfying looking at it from like following these two on their journey than I think Kanin and Sharon for me personally.
That's because you like a side couple.
Yes.
You like a side couple and a morally gray couple.
True. But also because they were more interesting and had more depth, I feel like. Not to throw shade, but, you know, better than the Mary Stu couples or whatever.
I do see the more depth, I do. But I am a romantic bitch. And I would have said they were more interesting if it weren't for this fucking dance at the end. It was too good for me, I'm sorry. Everything else this episode was like, I will say, it was like, for them.
But then Peitai asks, he's like, hey, did you get any punishments? And he like, you know, he like, you know, trying to check, make sure he was okay. And there was a moment here that I noticed. And Peitai like holding his hand for a second, and then like lets go, and Ramil's hand is like still like there, like freeze, like just like still holding it out for him. And then we get like Ramil just breaking down.
Bro, he was holding this shit in for a long ass time.
This hit me in the feels way more than I thought it would. And he just like clings onto him crying.
He was holding that in. It was building up, and he finally let it out, and it just all came out.
It
like a lot.
All came out. And Peitai, you know, he hugs him back and he's like, hey, are you alright? And he just keeps crying. He keeps letting it out.
He can't like speak. It's so much for him. He's feeling so much.
Yeah.
This is crazy to me because like I think this was like, was this when you made your face for the thumbnail that you put on your thing?
Yes,
because
I think so.
I barely saw your thumbnail because it came down, and I just wanted to see what your face looked like. I was like, because I wanted some reaction or something before I watched it, and so I like covered the rest of it, and I saw your face, and you were like close to tears or some shit, and I was like, okay, see, here's the thing. If you look like you're about to cry, and I got no text, I'm scared. And I was like really fucking stressed, and then I saw the scene, and I was like, that's what it was.
Yes.
I know it.
And he said, and Ramil says, I'm sorry, I was never the lover you deserved. Still crying, still clinging to him. And Peitai says, he's like, you don't need to be sorry.
Yeah.
And then Ramil falls to his knees and is like hugging him by the waist, still crying. It's just like
he's crying so hard he can't stand anymore.
He literally has collapsed. This is the second time he's literally collapsed to his knees.
Honestly, acting his ass off. Like,
this
holy
was
shit.
Beautiful.
This was really beautiful. This was a great scene.
Honestly, I am so glad that Ramil didn't stand up to his father last episode because we got this scene. Like, I was a bit upset by that, but this makes up for everything. Like, this is what we needed, and this is what we got. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Vitai keeps telling him, he's like, please don't cry. Vitai's like crying at this point now, and he gets down to his knees to like, be eye level with him. And he's like, can you tell me what happened? Like, because I think a part of him still thinks that something's wrong. Like, Ramil admits, he's like, my father was nothing but a madman drunk on power. And he says, I'm sorry. I truly am.
And that's kind of the clue, that's the clue into Vitai, that's like, oh, he told his father.
Yeah.
He cut ties there, yeah. I think the whole crying was a clue in as well.
Right.
So, like, it's like, honestly, all of this is making him go, wow, okay, he's definitely done something. This is...
And he says he has nothing left now. Like, he's done with his father.
Like, nah, you have him.
Yeah, and Vitai says, like, neither do I. Like, I also have nothing.
I thought he was gonna say, so let's just have nothing together.
Yeah. But then a bit of Vitai lore, I guess. He was born the son of a politician.
Yes, and he was, like, given to the early...
Yes, like, sent to serve you since I was a child.
So interesting.
Yeah.
I want to see you know what? I want to see a series with just them. And we get kind of, like, some backstory there.
I would love a Ramil Vitai spinoff.
That would be really cool. I would be so down for that.
I would too.
Much more down for a spin-off of a Z Nunu show than Cutie Pie and Naughty Babe.
Yeah. Much better.
Much better side couple spin-off for a Z.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Vitai says, I was foolish to believe that everything I did was for the sake of my family.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, I want to see more on that.
Which I'm wondering. So he said he was the son of a politician. Again, if they're the Ramil Vitai backstory, who knows, or side show or spinoff or whatever, was Vitai came from like an affair, and then sent him away so no one would know?
Maybe.
Like,
that could have been.
Like, his dad was a big politician, got maybe another woman pregnant or something, and like made her, or like she was able to decide to like get rid of the child, send him to the royalty, and have him be a servant. Because he said I was foolish to think that what I was doing was for the sake of my family. Which
yeah, they probably didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to know more, bro.
Ramil Vitai's sequel? Spin-off,
come on,
please?
Spin-off, sequel, something.
I'm here for it.
We need it. I want it. I want it now.
Yeah. And Vitai says, it's okay. And Ramil's like, is it really okay? Like, are you sure this is okay? And he's like, yes, I'm still here with you.
He's like, in saying that, I feel like Ramil is giving him like even more of a choice because of everything that's happened. Because his choice was kind of like taken away whenever he was used as the punishments. And I think here, Ramil is like, but are you sure it's okay? Like, are you sure? Like, it's sure. Like, it's your choice.
He is making this 100% on Vitai, whether he takes him or leaves him.
I love that. That is honestly very green flag. I mean, we haven't.
He's from the Green Clan.
He's from the Green Clan, and he's actually a Green Clan.
I'm just saying, we're realizing everything apparently.
Apparently lately they're giving us a lot of like green flags that we can rake in. We've got 2 now, honestly, at this point. And honestly, we have 3. There was another one, right? Oh. I can't Last Twilight.
Mock.
We have 3 green flags now. We've collected them. We need some green flags.
Yeah.
Just need a little bundle of them. It's gonna be our little green flag club. We gotta add people.
Yeah, so Vitai says yes, and they hug, they cry, and Ramil says thank you. And Vitai says, I'll stay right by your side.
I'm glad they made up.
I'm
glad it was this way too, because like I was like, I hope they don't just make up, because what Vitai said like actually made sense, where he didn't want to be humiliated anymore, and he didn't want to be belittled anymore with all this, and he was always the one putting more into the relationship and protecting Ramil than Ramil was for him. And I understood that, and I was like, honestly, very fair for you. So I didn't want them to just make up out of nowhere. There had to be some changes. And there were. He told his father off. He made it 100% on Peitai's terms because he knew that was something that was important to him. Honestly, they did this really well.
And honestly, I think Vermil didn't come here expecting Peitai to forgive him and take him back. I think he was fully prepared for Peitai to walk away. And so the fact that he didn't was what brought out everything with the emotion, which was just beautiful. Love it.
I think that's why he kept checking in as well, not just to give Peitai agency, but because he didn't believe it. Like, he's like, you actually really do want me? Are you sure? Like, he was not believing it for a second there. He was like, there's no way after everything you would want me back. But
yeah. Then we get a Sharon Kanin date back in the mall.
This could have been cut down. This is the one that could have been cut. The dance, keep the dance, this could have been cut way far down because there was shit where I didn't need most of
it. They could have just cut to the stargazing moment.
With the fake ass stars, yeah.
Yeah. But you know. But because this leads to something that was actually interesting with them that I didn't think of. Was the fact that they talk about how Sharon has never said he loved him.
Yeah.
And it made me think back to the one time Kanin asked in one episode, and he's like, "Oh, my actions should prove how I feel about you." Yeah, and we're like, "Oh yeah, that's cute, that's nice." And I didn't realize he has never said it.
He never said it. Yeah, which it's because I think he said it's because it feels inappropriate with him as like, you know, as someone who's serving him. He's like, I don't want to tell you I love you because like I'm serving you, so like I would feel inappropriate. It was something to do with his duty that was just stopping him from saying it. And he needed to get past that. And I find it very interesting the way they did all that for Charon as well. Like they gave him some good storyline there.
And that was an interesting storyline for me to see. I was like, oh, I never thought about it. I'm like, oh, that is actually kind of interesting of just never being able to say that. Then we're in Bujar, and Calvin is watching that Kanin is stepping down.
And he's like, ooh.
He's like, there's an idea.
There's an idea. You could do that? All right.
And then he gets a text from Jay saying, hey, can we meet?
See, this is my other thing. This is my other one thing that could have been, if we had more episodes, we could have expanded on this and it would have been more interesting. I didn't feel as connected to them in this. I would have loved to, but I really didn't because we didn't get more from them. And we could have like still gotten the same amount of that we got, but still had more character development sprinkled in. I feel like we would have seen more of that. But instead, the last time we saw Jay, he was like, no, you lied to me, Your Royal Highness, and fucked off. And then the next scene we see of them, he's like, actually, can we talk? Like we needed some build up there. We needed to see him by himself and thinking on it. We needed to see more of Calvin and Bujar. We needed more episodes to build on why this was a good reunion.
Yes. I would have loved a scene where we saw Jay with his sister and her being like, are you, like, you really did that? Like, is it because you wanted to? Or, like, what, like, did you just feel it was wrong? Like, why was this? And, like, see them talk and make Jay kind of realize, oh, shit, that was kind of bad. And then text him. Because also, oddly enough, when Calvin shows up, he's like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, it's almost like a...
Yeah, it's almost like he didn't know. I for half a second, I thought the sister texted him.
I did, too. I thought his sister sent it, too. But I would like, if she did, I would like the scene of that.
Yeah. I would have liked a lot more with them if I was gonna like this. But and I do like it, but like it would have been more impactful on me.
We needed more of them.
We did, yes. And I know they're the third couple, so we're not gonna get that much, but still.
So they go down the beach and they pretty much Calvin explains, he's like, look, I didn't want to lie to you. I'm sorry I did. You know, we started off becoming friends and then there was kind of more. Can I like you?
We got some Calvin lore here too that I didn't know about.
See, yeah, we found out Peitai is the son of a politician and that Calvin has a brother.
Yeah, they're worried he's gonna want the throne, like, but his brother is the one who's gonna supposedly have it or something like that. And it's like he's like, nah, not like that. But so they sent him to this art school or some shit, and I was like, wait, I need more about that. What is that? Like, I need to know more about that.
Like, that's the thing that, again, also kind of bothered me with the show as a whole is that there were so many characters that, whether it's been longer, or whether they cut out a lot of the Kanin Sharon, like, cutesy bits that were kind of just not, like really, like, not needed, per se.
Yeah.
They could have expanded more on them and on all the other characters and their backstories and, like, all their stuff, because I think that would have been more interesting. It would have fleshed out more of the world instead of just, I don't know.
Most of the date could have been gone. Like, pretty much all of the date could have been gone aside from their talk. Because the whole date was building up to him going, we need to talk about something.
Right.
So I'm like, well, why not just go, we need to talk about something, and then skip to the part where they're talking? That would speed things up a lot faster, and it would still have substance. We didn't need the whole date.
Yeah.
However, I will say something that came out of the date is I made a poor financial decision. I I saw that they had the I Love Emily tourist shirts.
The shirts?
I didn't buy it. However, I did go on ETICD because I was like, that's gonna be on ETICD, and I went on there and I started scrolling and I was like, there's a fucking lot.
There's
of
a
stuff
lot.
here.
I did too. I would like to fuck.
I was like, holy shit, and I found something that I couldn't just slip past my fingers.
Wow.
I found an umbrella.
Oh, I did see the umbrella. I was like, are you gonna get those?
I bought it immediately. I did the pay in for it on PayPal because I was like, I can't afford this right now, so we're gonna chop it up. But I did buy the umbrella. I bought the day version of the umbrella. There's a day and a night version. I felt like the night version was pretty, but I feel like put with the buildings and stuff, it felt weird. So like I chose the day version. It's all white and gold and it's pretty, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection.
Okay. Speaking of the Emily shirts, we saw that there was one that's white and one that's black.
Yeah.
Which one did you prefer?
See, I was thinking about it when I was looking at them on ET. I was like, actually, which one would I want?
I know mine, and I have a reason for it. I prefer the black one because you can actually see the design, the white design heart shape more and what's there. Because on the white one, it blends in so much, I couldn't even tell what was there.
Really? I think I like the white one better.
Really?
I think the gold is just like dark enough to be visible on the white, but still give it kind of like dimension, I guess, because it doesn't look like just a plain white shirt. It looks like a white shirt with like levels. So I like that kind of design in it. The black and the gold feels a little too contrasting for me. I think when I was younger, like maybe in high school, I think I probably would have chosen the black because that's just what my style was, two very contrasting colors. But I think now I would want the white and the gold shirt because it's kind of subtle in a way.
Yeah. Then we got Kanin talking to his dad. He made him a portrait. And he's like, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. And he's like, okay.
This was interesting. Yeah, this was interesting. The fact that Charon stayed and Kanin left. I was like, especially with like the whole talk, it's like, I like that Kanin asked, like, we didn't touch on it a bit, so I'm going to go back and touch on it a bit more. I like that Kanin asked him first, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Because he didn't want to say it and then worried that Charon was going to be like, well, whatever you want to do, I'll go with you.
Right.
Like if he said, I'm going to London, then he'll be like, you know what, me too. Like, no, he wanted to know what he wanted to do first. And he said what he really wanted to do was stay and help, guide the whole pollution problem and kind of work on implementing the strategies and whatever, and help the king with that. Which, honestly, I rate. But I am glad that we saw Charon's side of this a lot. Because Kanin did leave, but we also saw Charon, like, back at the palace being like, I do really want to go see Kanin.
I agree. I do like that, Kanin left and Charon stayed, and that he made his choice that he wanted to stay. Except for the fact that Kanin gets, like, reversed 2 seconds later.
Agreed. I think this is at the very least, like, 2 months down the line. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanna, that's my guess. It's not, like, a couple days or anything like that. But...
do we see a timestamp or something at all?
We don't. No.
That's the issue then, because I'm like, even just watching it regularly, even there was a timestamp be like, oh, 2 months later, oh, he decided to go to him. I'd still be like,
I would have enjoyed
we just saw this whole thing, and he's like so conflicted about it. And he's like, oh, I need to stay here, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna quit and go with him. I'm like,
I think it was at the very least like at least a semester at college, at least a semester, or not a semester, a quarter. But if I put that in my brain, that is at least like 2 to 3 months out. I like that we saw Charon being like, okay, I've been thinking about it, and I think I do want to like go. And it made sense for his character, honestly, because as we saw throughout this whole thing, his whole thing was about like my family is like the royal guard. I can't just up and leave. Like this is like he's so ingrained in his role. It was so hard for him to break out of it, and to see him finally do that was really actually quite satisfying. And he actually had to think about it too.
Yeah, I think this is where I would have benefited from being longer, because like I feel like having an episode or even a couple episodes of them being separate and apart would have been really interesting.
We could have seen Kanin at university like studying all this and maybe making friends in the air in that unit. We could have seen Sharan working on the pollution problem with the king. We could have seen Jay and Calvin actually like talking.
Right.
Like we could have seen a lot more with this, and it would have been more satisfying when they showed up together again. So like this was this was a little too condensed.
Then Sharan gives him the pearl necklace he had made. Remember that?
This was so pretty. Yeah, this was so pretty. I like this necklace.
Yeah.
I like it better than the ring.
I'll talk about the ring. I realized something, and I talk about my reaction. I'm like, you will never be able to unsee this now.
Oh no! Don't! Oh no! Don't! I'm worried about what you're
gonna say. Anyway, then they're about to kiss, have their moment, but then Chakri is going with them.
Yeah. But honestly, the scream, I thought something went down. I got really excited.
No, me too. And then finding this out, I'm not gonna lie. This is where the show would have benefited from killing off Chakri.
No, fuck you. I loved this.
This whole episode with him in it, or at least this part and on, I was just like, why are we doing this? He's just a walking advertisement, really, is all he's here for. And it's kind of like, it became noticeable to the point where people online are calling him the walking advertisement. And I'm like, this is fair. And now it's annoying. Thing.
I love him so much, so honestly, I'm glad he didn't die. However, I do see how more, emotional it would have been if he did, because I'm imagining if he did die, I could see, like, Kanin in London just, like, picking up something as he's unpacking and just reminding him of Chakri or something like that, and him being like...
If he picked up the hair stuff and flashback, like, that would have been great advertisement and great for the story.
Yeah.
But
like, this was also kind of funny. Like, the scream, I really was like, what happened? Like, I got so excited, and then he ran around the... I was like, oh, he just doesn't want to be fucking...
No, and then I got mad, because I'm like, I want something to happen. And I was like, okay, well, is something going to happen later? And it didn't, and I'm just like, this was pointless.
Oh, God.
Anyway, then we're in London, and Kanin's like, hey, you need to talk to me normally now. And he's like, I can't do that. I miss Emily. Can't. And I'm like, then why did you come here?
He physically can't. He physically can't do it.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I found it, like, I laughed a little bit, but I'm also like, because I was like, okay, is something gonna happen later? Like, something big plot stuff gonna happen? Like, I was still waiting for that, and the fact that it didn't, I'm like, this could have been cut. Like, I'm thinking, like, I did not need an hour and 40 minutes of this. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. I do. I see it.
Then we have Kanin on the phone with Sharan, and Kanin's like, oh, I miss you. And he's like, oh, well, you won't have to wait that long. And he's like, what? And he's like, oh, nothing. And I'm like,
no,
you just spoiled it. For the audience, at least. Like, you just spoiled that you're going to come back.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Like,
That's the thing. You know what's funny? He spoiled it for us, but still, like, I was like, because I was like, oh, this bitch is about to show up, because we just saw an airport. Like, obviously, he's on a plane. This bitch is going to show up. And still, like, I jump scared when I looked away for 2 seconds.
I was like, oh, God, he's in his bed. That's kind of creepy. But okay.
I looked back, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my God, it was so funny. And Ava obviously knew, because she was like, oh, he got a new job.
Well, yeah, Ava's on the phone with Kanin, and she's like, oh, you should talk to him, you should give him a call, good night. And then, like, that's all we get from her, really.
You know what I thought would be interesting is, like, she said, oh, he got a new job, I'm not sure what his role is, like, at the Ministry of, what was it, like, environmentalism or something? The environment. And I thought he was going to come and say, like, and Kanin was going to say, I thought you had a new job. And he'd be like, I did. I'm the foreign liaison for Emily in their environmental, like, ministry or something like that. But I'm based in London. I thought it was going to be something like that, where he was still working on it, but just in London. But, like, apparently it came to nothing. And Ava was just like...
I guess covering for him or something.
I guess, yeah.
Or maybe he was at some point, and then I don't know, depending on how long the time jump was, but we don't know, so it's like whatever.
Again, if that was true, it would have benefited from more episodes because I would have loved to see Chudon like actually like coming over to London and then working on that and making friends in that office. That would be cool.
Then we have Kanin try and call Sharon a couple times, and he doesn't answer.
Plain.
Yeah, plain. And then he wakes up and he's fucking in bed staring at him.
Jump scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, and
this
then
muscle is because of you.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I quit. You know, like 5 minutes ago, I said I was gonna stay and work here, but now I quit." And I'm just like,
no, but I think it was a few months.
I know, but I'm still just like, again, this is where I would have benefited from more episodes. That's where I'm with you on there, because I'm like, we just saw them together. Like, this isn't like a big emotional thing. It's not like, oh my god, they're finally reuniting. They're finally on screen together. They were just 2 seconds ago.
This is why we should have had timestamps.
Yes. I mean,
honestly,
even that still would have bothered me from, like, just watching it and, like, especially since nothing happened, it still would have bothered me.
But it would have been something.
But I would have been like, okay, yeah, there was a time jump, but...
Yeah, at least mentally we would have been like, okay, like, there was a time jump. But, like, we have no idea how much time has actually passed. So... But it was still, it was still cute. It was still cute.
Yeah, is this where he says he loves him?
I can't remember if it was this or the time after. I think it was this.
Sure, whatever. He says he loves him, and then Pseudo Dad comes in, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I knew about this. That's how he came in." I'm like, obviously he knew. Like, it was like a shock. Like, do you think he snuck in through the window?
I was like, did he come through the window? Literally, like, I was like, where do you think he came in from? Cahoots.
Anyway, then they eat, and they talk about, you know, when Kanin didn't like Sharon, and now Chakri is here, and...
Fucking Kanin is like, he's like, oh, you should take him around, show him the sights. He's like, I think he's still tired from the trip. I think he needs a bed. I think he needs a sleep.
Yeah. But honestly, and this dinner breakfast scene could have been cut.
Okay, breakfast, honestly, yeah, I think breakfast could have been cut. I agree.
I had not need an hour 40 minutes of this. Oh, you know what else I didn't need an hour 40 minutes of? This next scene, where
no, it's this. You mean the sex?
No, the Aichi advertisement again.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And guess what fucking show they're watching?
Guess what?
Again.
They need to stop watching that fucking show.
No, okay. See, okay, and then honestly, this also made me dislike Chakri more because of this, and also the fact that of all, I said this in my reaction. You know what would have been hilarious? Have them watch Cutie Pie.
That would have been better.
That would have been the best. They would have been watching. And they're like, hey, like they kind of look familiar, or they're just looking at this. I feel like I know that actor or something. You know, make jokes of it. Have it be funny instead of. Why is this their go-to advertisement for this fucking series? Like, Jumanji, you have other shows. Use them, please. God damn.
Guys,
if I see Yi and fucking Diao one more time on a fucking Aichi advertisement, I'm gonna fucking bash my head through the wall. What the fuck? Why? Why? Also, why was there no other Aichi advertisement except for the finale where I was expecting something to happen, but we get this?
Like, guys, I have never seen Billy look this frustrated before. His hands are fully on his face. He's like losing his mind.
Was the worst thing. Honestly, this was the worst thing ever. and this is why I text you. It happened again.
Oh,
I was talking about this. I was talking about this episode mainly in the whole, but also this specific moment was like this. It happened again.
Yeah, it did happen again. Mother. Well, yeah, honestly, I literally blocked it from my memory. I forgot what you were talking about. I was like, we went straight to the sex, right? What do you mean other scene? And then like, I was like, oh yeah, fucking Chakri's like laying on a picnic blanket watching Yi and Diao. Why is it always? We could have even watched Your Sky. We could have watched a lot of other shit, bro.
I said it would have been so funny if it was Cutie Pie and they were watching themselves. That would have been hilarious.
There's other shows on Aichi, you know.
There's other shows by Jumanji on Aichi.
Come on, guys.
Stop using fucking Yi and Diao every time. You're gonna give me a fucking hernia at some point.
Stop advertising Yi and Diao. They're not as cool as you think they are.
They really aren't. I'll be honest, they aren't. There are other couples that are great. You were in sin, even. Like, fucking give them time to
Yeah,
shine,
do
you know? I
that.
don't fucking
Middleman's
know.
love or something.
I swear to God, if I see Yi and Diao one more fucking time, I'm getting an aneurysm.
Oh, God.
Anyway, then we get to sex.
Yay! Okay, so, like, this scene was beautiful.
Yes.
And, like, insane.
I feel like it didn't need to be this long. I feel like, with seeing a new sex scenes, they are always so long.
Is this, here's the thing though, is this the most skin we've seen on a BL?
Well, I've seen much more on fucking 4 minutes. But like 4 minutes was like, you haven't seen that, but 4 minutes was like, wow.
Have you seen dick? Is that like, as like, what? What?
I don't want to, I don't think so. I think you, I don't know.
This was very, very
I saw
close
some people
to
saying there
it.
was, but I didn't see anything.
This was very close to showing, like, this was very close to showing. Like, we saw a crevice.
Did we?
We did, I swear to fucking God we did.
When?
Like, there's a, like, I'm telling you, right, there's, like, a part where, like, he, like,
hold on,
like,
give me the timestamp, because I have no idea what fucking thing.
I don't know the timestamp. Okay, like, wait. There's, like, I swear to God, he, like, kneels up or something like that, and when he does, we see his side, and it goes down to his thigh, and we kind of see a crevice, like right before, like, there's a crevice. We see the crevice. We see the crease between the legs.
So this is before the pants come off. Wait, just fun fact, I thought Sharon was wearing a robe, and so when he took off his shirt and he had pants on, I was like, wait, what? Wait, because I thought it was like a bathrobe or something, because it looked like it, but it wasn't, and then...
oh, it's just like a robe, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, we see the crease between thigh and waist, and it goes down. We see crevice.
Okay. Anyway, but before that, I believe, this is where we say please. He says please.
God.
Then proceeds to say.
That's the other time I choked.
Then proceeds to say, "I miss my good boy," and then he says, "I'm a good babe" or something.
You see. I was at this moment. I was taken out a little bit just by going, "Please, if you say ung, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Oh,
like,
I would do
it. I was really fucking worried. I was like, "You're about to take me out if you say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." But he didn't. I was really worried.
Yeah. No, we get good babe, which I guess was the thing that we didn't really.
I did not know about that, but all right.
That was like random, but okay. Oh, I kind of see like a shadow. Is that what you're talking about?
What do you mean a shadow?
Like a shadow of like. Okay, so it's when Sharon is like going. So he has taken off his pants on his side, right? You know, he
yes.
sits down on the side to take it off. Then he like, as he's like climbing over, I see like a shadow in that area in the corner. Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, you see, like, grab it. Hang on.
Oh wait, hang on.
Don't make me pull up nudes.
I'm not pulling up nudes. So
no, I said don't make me pull up the nudes. Don't make me pull it up.
I think I saw what you were, maybe a little bit. It's still fairly, like, again, the camera obviously, like, directed, so it's like we don't, we're going down a bit. Oh, no, he's pressed up against Kanin. Like, the crotch area is, like, on Kanin's, like, chest area. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe? I don't even know, but, like, I don't
Bro, I need some sort of description, because I'm like, there's a lot here.
You're making me pull it up. I hate you.
Okay, this is, like, the blowjob stuff.
Which is absolutely insane. Like this is, I swear this is the most we've seen on shit. Like, we've seen the action. Like, we've definitely seen the act, like, of, like, doing stuff. But, like, at one point he even puts his hand in his mouth and I just said, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
He gonna do shit. Like, we know he's gonna, like,
I don't know, again, like I said, like, 4 minutes was a lot.
Oh, wait, shit, I rewinded too much. Go back. Jesus.
Give me a timestamp.
Okay. Hang on, I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah, this is the finger into his mouth.
Okay, yeah, okay, we're not narrating. Oh, okay.
Oh, the tongue. Oh, they literally kiss with the finger. I've realized. Did you see that?
I think I might.
I feel like I'm gonna pass on this one.
Okay, it was close. I will say it was close to crevice.
Close to crevice. Okay,
whoa!
Oh.
There's a lot going on here. This is the most I've seen. Yeah. 27:33? Yeah, 27:33, 34, 35.
I'm sorry, what?
27, 1, 27, 33, 34, 35.
1, 27.
33, 34, 35.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, we
Yeah,
see
yeah,
like
yeah.
the.
I was like, are we about to see?
Okay, we don't see Dick. Okay, I think that's the moral of the
we
story.
don't. That's the moral of the story is we don't see.
Yes, they have sex, and again, I will say the Z new sex scenes I feel like are always really long.
They are, but I feel like with theirs, they're usually trying to be like artistic, and
Yeah.
I do get that sense. I do get that sense.
I mean, I didn't hate any of the sex scenes in this show, but
No,
like, they're at a point where I'm just like, are we still here?
Okay.
Again, I don't need an hour and 40 minutes of this. I'll be honest.
I was like, the intimacy coordinator must be having like the most money ever from some of these shows.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they've, especially with like these who have been in a show before, like a few years ago, like they've been like close ever since. Like, obviously the chemistry and the comfortability of like NC scenes are a lot more like.
Yeah.
This is why all the sex scenes in this show with them are a lot more, I guess we could say, or more like than in Cutie Pie. So
yeah,
it doesn't surprise me. Like I expect them to like get more every series, really.
I still was watching this going, Jesus fucking Christ, like, oh my god, did you just do that? Like all of it was like making me lose my fucking mind.
You might be too innocent for this show, honestly, if that's the case.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're the less innocent one of the two of us. That's what happens.
Well,
I get flustered. That was very obvious. That was the most obvious thing ever. So I get more flustered when it comes to shit like this. And you're just like, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, then we get a proposal.
With the ring.
What's the ring?
What do we think about the ring? Because we've seen it before.
It's the same ring from before, and I said the same thing. It looks like it's gonna get knocked off at any minute.
It looks less like that now. I feel like it looks less like that now. It looks more set in for some reason.
Okay, I did not think so.
I don't know why.
Do you know what I thought it looked like, though? That you'll never be able to see it now?
I don't want to, like, I'm worried about what you're going to say right now.
It looks like a binky. Pull it up and watch that scene, and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh no.
You just covered your mouth in gal, like, oh yeah. You'll never be able to unsee it now. When you watch it, you'll be like, oh my god, that's fucking binky.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
It's more noticeable when he like takes out and he's like holding it. It's not when it's in the box. It's like as he's like putting it on and like he's holding it, it looks more like binky like.
God damn it! Don't say that. I gotta fast forward again. Then.
Oh. Jesus
Christ. I will say, as I was watching this, you know what's funny though? I did say, and I think this more has to do with like, oh shit, it is more noticeable when you take it out of the box. Oh no. Yeah, I do kind of see that, but like okay, before I get into the ring, I was saying, like, with you saying some of these scenes with them could have been shorter, aside from the dance scene for me, I agree with most of them, because I forgot to mention, as I was watching each of these scenes, every time they were about to kiss, or every time they were about to put like a ring on a finger, or like hold hands or whatever,
it takes so long.
I was like, these two take 5 to 10 business days to do anything.
It's like, again, and we were talking about this with the sex scenes too. It's like they go so slow, and I'm like time's ticking. You won't live forever.
They really want that drum roll moment, is the thing.
God, how long is that drum roll?
Anyway, the ring. You see, when he puts it on Conan's finger, it looks better. I don't know how to
when you're like holding it like by the ring and like it looks like a binky.
It looks a bit odd, I will say. But when it's on Conan's finger, I was like, okay, that doesn't look the worst. I personally wouldn't wear it because I don't like big, like, gaudy.
I wouldn't wear it because it looks like it would get knocked off when you bump into something.
I want something small and simple. I don't want something giant like that. If it's giant and noticeable, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, so now they're engaged and they kiss, and that's the end. With the message, to every love and every equal heart under one sky.
That's pretty. I like that they put that.
I literally asked, is that it? After that? Well, I was like, is that it? Because I honestly, I do not need an hour and 40 minutes of them putting a ring on each other's finger. Like, I don't need an hour and 40 minutes for that. I don't. You know
what would have really made it, like, actually better? Is if, like, right after that...
I have a list.
No. I know there's a list, but like one little thing that would have made me go ooh, because then it would have teased like a second season.
Mm-hmm.
Is like we see them, do the proposal, and then we get that little shot of the quote and whatever, and then it like fades to black, and I go, oh, okay, that's it. But then we see like the steps leading to Emily or something like that, and the camera kind of just like goes in, and like we're going somewhere, like, oh, we're not done yet. Why are we not done yet? And then it kind of like zooms in on like the new king, a Papa Prince or something like that, like evilly smiling or something like that as he's like writing something into law that's like shit for the pollution or something like that. I would have been so here for that because then it would have teased the second season.
I would have too, and that would have made this episode. I would be here for an hour and 40 minutes of that. I would not here for the hour 40 minutes of whatever the fuck I just watched. Anyway, who's the MVP for this episode?
See, everybody got like some kind of character conclusion in this, so it was kind of equal footing on a lot of it. So I'm trying to like, I don't know if I'm gonna stand out because again, Kanin didn't do much, so like I don't want to give it to him. So there's really no point. Who made the episode interesting?
I feel like this is fairly obvious, but okay. Take your time.
I know. It's Ramil. Yeah.
He stood up to his dad. He went back to pay Ty. It was great. It was the only interesting stuff in the episode for me, really, so.
Yeah. My favorite scene is still the dance. It's just like, because I'm a romantic bitch at heart, but like, as in terms of who made the episode stand out, it was Ramil.
It was Ramil.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Well.
Now what? We got no murder board.
But yeah, damn, we have no murder board now. How would we do murder board for? We don't even know. Like for next
show, I don't know if it's murder board ish. I did see that June and Dunk are getting fitted for Dare You to Death. I saw the fitting. They're doing the fitting stuff, so that will be probably in like a couple months.
Oh my god.
That's a murder board series.
That's
Only Friends season 2. We're having our fuck board.
We're gonna have a fuck board. We gotta have it. We gotta do it.
Yes, where we're gonna connect who's fucked each other, who's
I've been dreaming
dated.
about that shit. Every time I look at the murder board, I go, like it looks like it's falling apart now because of the end of Next Prince. But I'm like, I can't fucking wait for Only Friends. That's gonna be a really great board.
Yeah, that I feel like that's coming out maybe in a month or so. I think they're like a little over halfway through the queues now.
Okay.
Is what I've heard. But yeah. We'll talk more about that when, series that not every series requires a murder board.
True.
So when we get a series that will, we will be bringing that back as a fun little ending segment. But until then, join us next week for our after show party for the Next Prince. If you want to send us, huh?
Are there quizzes?
I'm pretty sure there is.
There must be. It's been pretty big.
I swear there was one. I keep checking because I occasionally go on Euclid and just like check, and it's still there.
Okay.
But I don't want it to disappear like the fucking Your Sky one did. So I do check regularly. Yes, there is one here, which is which character are you?
Okay.
There's also the one I found. I sent you this like a few weeks ago. It's like which clan are you in quiz.
Yeah.
So we can do that too, because that would be fun.
That would be fun. I would like that. Yeah,
so those will be our quizzes. So we're all set with that. If you want to make more, any hot vibes out there, you can. We'd be down.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can tweet us at _B podcast _, or you can DM our Instagram also at _B podcast _. If you have any questions about the series or thoughts or things you want us to discuss more or less, I don't know.
Yes, feel free. We would love to discuss.
Yeah, we'll also do tier lists. I'll make a tier list. Make sure to do that.
Yay.
And then ship it or rip it at the end.
Yay, ship it or rip it!
And we'll reveal what we're doing next, which, might slightly be obvious.
Yeah.
If you are in the know in the BL world about certain things. We'll see. But yeah, again, it's not very subtle. If you know, you probably know already at this point. But, yeah. We will see you all next week for the Next Prince after show party where we'll dive more into that and wrap up this show.
Yes.
So we will see you all then.